Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear listeners, thank you for tuning into my channel today. Today I'll be reacting to this video from Talk Islam channel. The man. Who is the man? That's the video I'm going to react on. It's especially concerned with how to deal with your emotions. So without wasting much time, let's get into this video and understand what it takes to be a man, how to deal with your emotions as a man, learning from the Islamic perspective.
I don't know about you guys, but I feel like this concept of the man today, it's someone who can't express his emotion.
He has to be bad.
He has to be bad, he has to be harsh, he has to be emotionless.
He has to be cold,
yeah.
And you find that even the Prophet ﷺ, and there are many examples of companions who, when it was time to smile, they would smile. And when they were emotional, they would shed tears. And it never took away. In fact, it only enhanced their manhood. It didn't take anything away from it. You know, as human beings now, forget man. As human beings, we're designed like this. We have emotions and we have a physical channel of showing this emotion.
That's right. And I think on the downside, if we look at it on the other hand, it's that when you suppress this emotion, like this is in our fitrah, Allah
It's
made
very
us people
problematic.
who have this emotion.
Very
The Prophet
problematic.
ﷺ, he cried when his son died. He cried. The Prophet ﷺ, the man who had the most patience, but at the same time he was, he was affected. He had that emotion, and he goes, "This is rahmah." When he was asked, "What is this?" He goes, "This is rahmah. This is mercy," and it's something we should never suppress. Don't think that by suppressing your emotions you're more of a man. You're actually harming yourself, like studies say.
You know, Sheikh, it's not just with manhood. You find that even many young brothers, when they come onto Deen, we take on this sort of funny persona of that now because I'm religious, therefore I have to always be serious, right? I frown more than I smile. That my demeanor has to be a certain way, and thinking that this is what the expectation is, whereas actually in reality it's quite contradicting to how the Prophet ﷺ was. He was always hospitable, always. You always felt like I can be with him, I can be in his presence, I can ask him, right? Like you never feared this. And it's unfortunate because, our women, even with their husbands, they're afraid. I can't talk to him, I can't show him my emotion, how is he going to interpret this? And it snowballs. If I can't express my emotion, if I can't, then unfortunately people are going to other means.
It will eventually come out one way or another.
Yeah.
Like your mate,
It has to.
Whether it's
It
through
has to.
depression, loneliness, anxiety, it's going to come out in one form or another. But you need to be able to have those emotions, but at the same time channel them in the right way. And the Prophet ﷺ, he was a man who expressed emotion himself, but at the same time he was able to understand the emotions of others. We would see that he walks up to the child, the brother of Anas bin Malik, who's saddened by the death of his sparrow.
Yeah.
He goes to cheer him up. And this doesn't take away from your manhood. The Prophet ﷺ,
If anything, it enhances. Wallah, I feel like it adds.
And you know what? It's those little things that a man does in his life that whether he realizes it or not, it has a huge effect, a positive effect on that young child or on that person. How we express ourselves, our emotions, and also how we allow others to express their emotions with us, also especially our family members, is very important. It's very important that your children especially feel safe to express themselves to you, because if they don't express themselves to you, then 100% they're going to express themselves to someone else. Like they say, if you don't give your kid time, then your kids will give other people time.
Wow. It's being that accessible human being. And even I remember, Sheikh, you taught me this. The Prophet ﷺ, he'll walk in Medina and a little girl will take him by the hand and walk him around. Now I don't know about you guys, but to anyone else they'll never be seen being led by a little girl.
Sheikh al-Islam or the Qadi al-Khutbah. This is Rasulullah ﷺ, or under him is the control of the whole Medina. But his humbleness, his gentleness, his accessibility was like this. بِالْمُؤْمِنِينَ رَؤُوفٌ رَحِيمٌ.
thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed that. That was just a small glimpse on the full discussion of what it means to be a man. If you want to watch the full discussion, head over to One Path Network, subscribe to their channel, and you can see the full episode there. If you do have suggestions, feedback, or even advice for future episodes, please leave them in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear brothers and sisters, first and foremost, I would like to encourage you to follow that channel, One Path Network, to get to understand this series in better. I think there's a more prolonged video that tells us much about what it takes to be a man and how to channel our emotions. Now, a couple of points from this video. One major thing is that as a man, we should be able to channel our emotions in the right way. You know, it's okay to have emotions. It's okay to feel angry. It's okay to feel remorse. It's okay to feel, the emotions we feel. And then it takes a man to channel that emotion in the right way. For example, let's say somebody annoys you. You're angry, but at the same time, you stay chill, as in the Prophet sometime and the Sahabis, they used to have emotions and they used to cry. That's what we're learning. They cry, you know, like somebody's feeling emotional and cry. It doesn't take away from you being a man. Nowadays, if a man is seen crying and expressing that emotion, you are looked at as somebody who's weak. But that's not weakness. It is inbuilt, you know, like it's within us human that we feel those emotions. Sometimes we are bound to shed tears, so it should not be taken the wrong way, like you are a weak man or something like that. And then also, being a man, you should be accessible to people around you, your spouse, you know, your children, and your relatives. You know, don't be that type of person that is hard to approach. You know, your children cannot talk to you. They cannot, you know, show you any emotions. They fear you, and it becomes so hard for children to express themselves with you. You know, they will end up actually, you know, telling what they're supposed to tell you to someone else, you know, somebody who is not you, and they're your children, which is not right. You know, so I think it's okay to have that balance where you are open enough to people to, you know, to talk to you, and also it goes both ways. You know, you should be able to talk to people when they are feeling emotional. You should be able to share that emotions with them. You know, like if somebody is sad, somebody has lost, you know, a relative or something, you should be able to share that, you know, emotion. You know, you should be able to talk to them and console them, which doesn't take away from you as a man, as you know, while doing that. I think that's basically what we are learning from this video, and I think it's a very educative video that there's a lot of lessons to take from in terms of being a man and controlling our emotions. Subscribe to my channel. I still encourage you to do that. Give this video a like. You know, if you have any opinion, share it on the comment below. Let me know what you understand about being a man and how to take care of our emotions. From me to you today, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.